Hello, hello, testing, testing. Hello, good morning, happy new year. How's everyone doing? Hello, Said, Parastorm, Monique, Lara, Baba, how are you doing? Salvador, hey, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo andas? Andrés, Luis, happy new year, everyone. How's everyone doing? Have you missed me? Um, I have definitely missed being here and doing the live streams and thinking about cool things that we can do together. And you might be happy to hear that one of my New Year resolutions has been to achieve by the end of 2021 100 live streams altogether. So this is live stream, what is it, 39? Which means we need to, before the end of the year, we need to make 61 more live streams, which is about more than one per week. I'm not sure if you're going to be around for all of this. I'm not sure if I will be around for all of this, but I think it's part of what I want to do this year. So really focus on creating interesting content, checking out new things that are coming out, creating more comprehensive and ordered list of tutorials. I see the Learning C# list is getting a lot of traction and is very popular. So I'm very happy about that. And so I want to do more of that. I think I want to do a basic introduction to Grasshopper. I want to do more geometry gems. I want to share work by the community. I see Salvador is here and he's doing this really, really cool project where he's taking a lot of the work that we're doing here at Parametric Camp and he's translating it to Python and he's open sourcing it. I think I posted a link to your work at some point in the past, but we can do that again today. Hex, hey Indrajit, how are you doing, man? Good morning. And oh yeah, and you got a good point, Said. So for during the past fall, we have been doing the live streams. We've been doing them on Saturdays. We've been typically doing a double live stream on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. And that was motivated because in the fall, I have a lot of teaching to do and I really didn't have any day left to do the live streams. But I don't like Saturdays because they get into people's private life, you know? I think everyone should be owned a weekend to do whatever they want. And also, it typically conflicted with Daniel Schiffman's The Coding Train live streams, which were typically also on Saturdays. So this semester, I have a little less teaching to do, and I have Fridays off. I don't have class on Fridays, so it is my intention to try and do as many of the live streams as I can on Fridays. We'll see if that's a good idea, bad idea, more people, less people, but it's what I can do this semester, and I think it works better for me also life-wise. So I see I'm having streaming connections. Okay, so I see. Okay, I'm going to disconnect. What am I going to do? I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop streaming, and I'm going to, because I'm streaming. Okay. So how about now? Am I streaming at 7K right now? Yes. Can you see my stream? Is it frozen? Really? Is it fine? It's kind of frozen on my end. Huh. So not frozen. Ah, okay. All right, so that's strange. It was frozen on my end. And because I have changed, I've changed a bunch of things. I will explain what I'm doing today, but I have no frozen. It's fine, and it was. I think that you can see, and no, it's not frozen. Okay. Yeah. So next time I will ask. I will make sure that I don't ask contradicting questions. So I changed a bunch of parameters. I'm streaming with the new setup today, so that's why I was a little yeah. But I just cranked up the bit rate, so we should be good, I think. All right, so what are we doing today? So, we're going to play. So, what are we doing today? We're going to play with this new thing called. This is going to be probably the worst live stream you're going to see in the past, in the future, and everything because I have prepared nothing for it. The idea is we're going to take a look at the new NVIDIA Omniverse platform that just came out very recently. So let me wrap up. So, what am I? So am I frozen again? Is that what you're saying, Parastorm? Uh, no. I see myself. I see myself good. Anyway, if I get frozen, just like bang on the chat, frozen, frozen, frozen. Okay. All right. So let me recap. So what are we doing today? So many of you know that I teach this class in the spring at the Harvard Graduate School of Design. I teach this class called Enactive Design, which is basically a class where we take a look at human-machine interaction and how can we connect humans and machine agents, so physical artifacts, robots, Arduinos, etc., and digital agents like neural networks or software, plain software, that kind of thing. How can we connect all these things together, make them talk in real time, and create these creative applications so that we can design better, so that we can achieve more creativity, we can be given suggestions, we can spark. So how can us as humans be augmented by a real-time conversation with physical or digital agents on the loop? It's a class that has a lot to do with human-machine interaction, human-computer interaction, network communication, robotics, new machine learning, a lot of things. It's like everything on the mix. Last year, it was the first time that I taught it last year, but it was a little bumpy because of COVID, because the lockdown, etc. But we're trying it this year again. We're trying to this year again and see how it works. Now, many of you also know that I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of the latest graphic cards that NVIDIA has put out in the market, the RTX. Let me Google that up for you. The RTX 3090. No. So yes. So I was able, through a friend, thank you very much for that connection, by the way. Through a friend, I was able to get my hands on one of these graphics cards, which is right now it's like in very short availability. It's very difficult to get. There's like all these wait lists. I'm very lucky to have one of these. Now, what's interesting is that it comes with this new technology called RTX, which I believe stands for some kind of extended ray tracing, and it's extremely powerful. And I'm playing Minecraft with these new textures and these new reflections. It's just great. It's really, really cool. But the cool thing is that my friend also pointed me out to the fact that NVIDIA just released this thing called the Omniverse platform, which is basically, I'm not sure exactly what it is. This is part of what we're going to do today. And the part of what we're doing today is, the Omniverse platform is some kind of environment, ecosystem of applications that you can download on your system, and that it connects to typical software that we use for 3D modeling, for architecture, for that kind of stuff. And it provides interoperability between that software and other applications in the ecosystem, so that, for example, you can have Revit, you can have Rhino, you can have Grasshopper, and you can have the viewports that this software gives you, but you can exchange that scene in real time with some of the viewers and some of the applications in the Omniverse, so that you can get enhanced visualization, ray tracing, light simulations, physics simulations, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not entirely sure of what I'm saying because I haven't really tinkered with this at all. It is part of what I want to do today. So it's a really cool project. I believe the problem is that I believe you have to have a really good graphics card, aka one of these RTX, which is a little difficult to get as of this recording. This is early January in 2021. But thankfully, because I have one, though, we can give this a try. So it has a lot of components, a lot of things that talk to each other, etc. I'm not sure how it works, but what I will try to do today is just a simple exploration with all of you, which is I'm going to try to download this, run it, and see if I can connect it to, for example, Rhino and Grasshopper, and if I can visualize in real time any of the geometry that I'm manipulating in Rhino. I'm not sure if we're going to turn this into a formal tutorial, but at least for this live stream, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tinker. I'm just going to try it out and see, download whatever it takes. I'm going to follow your advice. We're going to try things out, whatever it takes to just put something together and work. And if I think we can turn this into a formal video or a formal recording, a formal tutorial, then we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll just leave it as an exploration. Okay? How does this sound? Huh? Oh, and by the way, also for this, you know that for streaming and for recording, I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software, which it's really cool. You should definitely, if you're into live streaming or if you're just want to record your screen for tutorials, etc., you should definitely take it out, check this out. So I'm also using, for the first time today, I'm using NVIDIA's encoding for recording this tutorial. So I'm actually, I don't know if you can see, it's not in my processes. So I should have OBS somewhere here. Well, you can see that my GPU is at 63% running. That's because I'm using OBS. I'm using hardware encoding right now for streaming to YouTube and for recording my video. So that should be quite cool. I think I forgot to turn on 60 frames. I'm recording at 60 frames per second for the first time. I think I forgot to enable that on the stream. Maybe I do that for the next time. So, what do you guys think? Should we give this a try? Just download this and run it. Let me see. A new keyboard. Said, you're not gonna believe what happened. Remember the problem with the keyboard and my keys getting stuck and me blaming it? It turned out I just needed to change the batteries for the keyboard. It was just as simple as that. I have been cranking for 2 months about my keyboard and it was just a battery problem. So yeah, so my keyboard works great now. I fixed it 3 days ago. All right, so should we get hands-on? Yes. Woohoo! All right, let's do it. So where do we start? So you're welcome to check. You're welcome to check a lot of the documentation and the experience, etc. It's pretty cool. And one of the interesting things, this is one of the things that I'm more interested in. Omniverse relies on this standard called the USD, the Universal Scene Descriptor, which was first developed by Pixar, but it's meant to be an open source schema for defining three-dimensional scenes. What's interesting about that is that it has the potential of being a file format that defines 3D scenes and animations within those scenes in a standard way that should be cross-compatible between different software. And that includes light, includes textures, etc., etc. So I actually want to take a really good look at that and see how we could perhaps integrate that into other environments. And they also use these things called MDL. And this is NVIDIA's, this is not Pixar's. It's the Material Definition Language, which is an extension of the Universal Scene Descriptor, which is meant to be a way of describing materials so that it is platform agnostic and so that those materials could and should be rendered as close as possible, as equal as possible in different platforms. Because, I guess because of the universal definition, but also because it's something that probably taps into NVIDIA's rendering engines. I don't know. So those are things that I have in my mind that I would like to explore. But right now, let's get the simple stuff ready. So what I'm going to do is, I already downloaded and installed this thing called the NVIDIA Omniverse, which I'm going to open right now. So this is what the NVIDIA Omniverse looks like. It's basically this application that you download, and when I did download it, it installed this thing called the cache, which I believe is some kind of local database that makes data exchange a bit faster between applications. I'm not sure yet. Again, I'm very new to this. I'm touching this almost for the first time right now. What's interesting is that it has this part called Exchange, where you can download, let's call these applications that help you do things that connect to different parts of the universe. So for example, I believe this is a viewer for 3D geometry. I believe this is a kit that helps you develop more of these applications. I'm not sure what Omniverse Create is. Let's see. It's an application build that accelerates advanced scene composition and allows users to interactively assemble blah blah blah. Create lets you easily navigate, modify, and render Pixar USD content in a live synchronous environment. This could be cool. So we should check this out, maybe. And this one, Omniverse Mineways, which apparently what it does is it takes a Minecraft world and it renders it with using ray tracing with NVIDIA, which I really, really want to try, but we're not going to be able to do that today because I have another problem, which is I'm using Windows. I'm using the Windows Insider program, so I'm just basically downloading. Windows is downloading the most updated beta releases for me, and I have this problem with this new update that I downloaded, which when I open Minecraft, it doesn't let me click on it. So I basically cannot play Minecraft these days, which kind of sucks. No, I don't think this is available for Mac, Said. I think it's only available for PC and Linux. And I believe that on top of that, you actually have to have a graphics card, an NVIDIA graphics card, and more particularly an RTX. It's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it's part of, I guess, what they want to promote with NVIDIA. Full disclosure, I actually had a conversation very recently with with Mike and George, part from the team who is developing the Omniverse. We had a talk. They were telling me about this. This was in the context of perhaps establishing a collaboration between NVIDIA Omniverse and the class that I'm teaching. So this is all very much in flux right now. Now, what's interesting also is that there's this part called the connectors, which I believe are plugins or applications that let you connect to typical 3D modeling software. And you can see we have Rhino here, we have SketchUp, we have Maya, we have Revit, and I guess this is a template in case you want to develop your own connectors, I guess. I still don't have developer access to this, so I'm still figuring this out. So I guess we're going to use this one, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and install the McNeil Rhino Grasshopper connector. And also, something I want to mention is that I used to have the latest drivers for NVIDIA, which at the point of this recording, I think I had 462 or something like that. But it turns out that Omniverse has very specific requirements for drivers, and it has compatibility issues with more modern drivers. So this morning, I downgraded my system to 456, which apparently is the recommended compatibility driver as of the recording of this video. If you're watching this from the future, maybe this has changed, I don't know, but make sure you check the compatibility requirements, okay? Okay, so Indrajit is telling me that this is unstable, apparently. Indrajit, by the way, is is one of my students here at the GSD and has been really helpful in the Introduction to Computational Design course last semester. Thanks a lot, Indrajit, and he was tinkering with this. We were chatting yesterday about playing with this today. So okay, so I'm going to say I just downloaded this, and I guess I don't know what I need to do with this now. Platforms open. Okay, so I guess I'll just open Rhino because this doesn't show up anywhere. Wait, something load. Oh, okay. So I have this new tab here called Omniverse. Okay. Wait, so where am I? We have connectors, libraries, connectors. I have a new connector here. So this is good. I have some settings. Okay, well, that's the cache. All right, so here I have Omniverse. Send to view, export, sign in, settings, help. I have no idea what is going on. Let me just draw some geometry here. I'm going to put a box. I'm going to draw a cylinder on top of it. I'm going to shade this, and I'm more of an X-ray person. No, I'm more of a ghost. So, and then what else can we do? All right, a pyramid. Okay, couldn't get any simpler. All right, so I have Omniverse here, and I'm going to say send to view, and I have no idea what just happened. Unable to create project folder. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to sign in. I'm going to sign into what? A local host, an Omniverse server. Yes, let's try to sign in. But okay, I guess Indrajit is telling me that I need to install views. So I guess this is what I need to. It's an application built on Omniverse that creates powerful and seamless collaborative. So I'm assuming that when we send stuff from Rhino, it will be sent to views, and I'm assuming views opens some kind of local server so that it can receive USD data. So I'm downloading and installing this right now. Okay. Connectors. What else do we have? I'm not sure I can connect to any other thing right now. Okay. So I'm installing views. McNeil, this is install. Like a nucleus server. So Indrajit is telling me there's this thing called add a local collaboration service. Oh, okay. So what is this going to be? Server name is going to be localhost. The file should be okay. So I'm going to add this service. You're about to install a nucleus collaboration server. Please create the admin user account. This account will have full administration. Okay, so test. I'm going to create test server. I'm going to create a password. And then to NVIDIA developer or any other NVIDIA accounts. So I don't know which email I'm going to use. Do I have to start an email here? Okay. All right. Okay, so I just created a server. Apparently, I'm installing Nucleus workstation. So this is installed now. I should read the documentation. Right? Documentation. Nucleus at the core of Omniverse Nucleus. I've seen this before because I was looking real quick at how now the Omniverse experience. So you got this thing connects to the nucleus and then connects to view, and then you got the rendering stuff. So I guess then the settings. Oh, all right. So this is the monitor. You got auth, discovery, nucleus is running, search service, snapshot, tagging. I have a lot of processes. So this thing that we're looking at is called the monitor. I was tinkering with this morning. So the monitor basically is a way of looking at which apps are currently running as services in your system. Cache is the default one that exchanges all the information and uses this kind of database model, but this nucleus workstation is new. So I got cache is the database, then connections, there's no connections, no servers are connected, logs, okay. So if I open this, it just, what? Okay, so this led me to a different server, which is running, what is this? All right, a lot of stuff. So this is the materials. This is some kind of connection to a local database, I think. No? How did I get here? I forget now. Okay. Well, let's go back to, so we got view, release node, view, blah, blah, blah. Release node documentation tutorials, so, oh, I just, wait, nothing's happening. I just clicked on view, and it's opening on my side screen here. Okay. And I got an image on the side. Omniverse view 2020. And it's not responding. All right. It's opening on my side screen. Or, well, it's more like it's not opening. Okay. And my CPU is at 90% right now. Huh. Okay. So I'm just gonna kill this, I think. Yep. Omniverse kit. Omniverse launcher. Okay. All right. So I killed everything. So let me start the Omniverse again. We got the Omniverse here. Okay. And I'm going to launch the view. And I am getting the same issue. Wow, this is really demanding of resources. Oh, wait, here. Oh. All right. Welcome to NVIDIA Omniverse. Localhost, sign in. Couldn't sign in. Okay. We'll figure that out later. So I have this thing called view here, which looks like a 3D viewer of geometry, and I can rotate and pan around. And it has a material browser. It has I can I just created a cube, and I'm going to create a plane. All right. I don't know what I did here. Okay, so it's some kind of 3D modeling environment of sorts. Okay. Now, extensions. Now, how do we connect this to the Omniverse? I think, shouldn't we start a server nucleus collaboration, local nucleus collaboration service applications? Let's see what I have right now running on my system. Could not connect to the system monitor. Oh, yeah, because the monitor is not. I'm going to run the monitor. All right. Yes. So I just ran the monitor and it showed up. Okay. So it looks like the nucleus is running. Cache connection. The servers are connected. So how do I? It's a file server that hosts and synchronizes the shared universal USD files. Okay, so where is that? And how can I access that? I'm admin. Connect in Rhino, so there's the Omniverse settings. Okay, so sign in to localhost. Select Omniverse server. Okay. But I'm a little confused. I created a server. I created a server that I called, I forget what I called it. I called it test server or something, no? And I can't see where that is. Okay, so the connectors, I have the connector here, the cache settings, and I have the view. I wonder how can I open up again the connection. The movie the extensions, Python scripting. I guess this is here. Yes, to NVIDIA Omniverse. Let's. Oh wait, we got something. Connecting to localhost. Please use your browser. All right, so localhost. Yeah. All right. So that was successful. Oh, okay. So I'm connected to the server, apparently. Okay. So Indrajit is suggesting that I now try to connect using this. Send to local install view use current. Send to view auto sign up. Render size. Alright. Localhost. Nope. Do I have the possibility? Live syncing. Live syncing, I'm a guest. Connect to the Omniverse. Connect USD. Publish to Omniverse. This is a little confusing. Oh, and Rhino just crashed. Yep. Yep, Rhino just crashed. Okay, so I'm just going to do a new file. I'm going to allow live syncing here, I guess. What is it? Okay. Where do you want to save things? So that's the InterExchange app. Okay. I should have read the manual, definitely. Okay, here's the Omniverse again. All right, so what is this? Send to view. Okay, so let's just make this cube and let's see. Can I send this to view? Oh, wait. Nice. Oh, wait. Did I? Oh, it's here. Oh, I can't believe we made it. But it looks terrible. What is going on here? Oh, ho, ho. Wait, we might be onto something here. Oh, what just happened? Okay, is this good or bad? So, X, Y, it doesn't... so this would be... How do I pan here? So I think we are on this kind of view here. All right, so if I... What if I... Okay. If I do this, do I have to send this to view? Boom. Okay. And it shows up. Let me draw a surface. We might be onto something here. A flat surface here. And then send this to view. Oh ho ho. Oh, that's nice. Look at that texture that we're getting there. Interesting. So it's applying some materials automatically. This kind of jagged texture, kind of. All right. Okay, we got something going on. And oh, I'm getting... It looks like I'm not sending enough data. Okay. It looks like my connection is a little unstable. It looks like it's better now. All right, so let's send more stuff, no? So okay, so let's send. Oops, this is too. I think this is too much. All right, so let's send, for example, something like this, and we raise the surface. Oops. Where is the? There you go. And then we raise it here, and then here. Oops, we're gonna keep that like that. And then we send this. And then we got our scene. I like that you can actually touch this stuff and move it around. Look at this. This is kind of nice. Well, the fact that this is... Can I send this back to Rhino? Is that how this works? All right, so let's try now live sync. Let's see if we can do live sync. This is what crashed last time, right? Let me do a screenshot of this before we crash everything. Okay, and I'm going to connect Omniverse. I'm going to connect Omniverse. Up. And crash. Boom. Okay. So that didn't work. So I wonder if I'm not doing the right. Okay, so let's just send something again. It's prompting me for another login, so I just log in. And then the cube shows up. All right, so we got it. Oh wait, I'm using Rhino 7? Oh, good point, Indrajit. Let me figure that out. Let me try Rhino 6. And I need to log into my Rhino account. I need to log into my Rhino account. Okay. Okay, fetching my license. And Omniverse shows up. All right. And we're sending this to the Omniverse, and it shows up. Okay. Nice. What? Wait. So, and then we go here. We send this to view. We do live sync. Source file, publish file, default Rhino. I don't know. Connect USD. Open. Boom. I got another crash. Maybe I have to have this on? Is that the problem? Okay, so let's try again. Let's try again. And this time, where is the Omniverse bar? Here. So, I'm sending this. Okay. Indrajit tells me I have to save the file, so I'm going to just save this somewhere. Okay. And then let's have a USD on the server. Let it connect to an USD file name. USD file. Oh, that crashed even earlier. All right. That was bad. And then use the source that you put into the server you made. Okay. Well, for the sake of it, just before we start trying something fancy and live connection, let me just indulge a little bit and see how nice this looks like. And see if we can add a little bit of materials and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to open one of our previous algorithmic modeling challenges. I'm going to do the Umbracle. And I'm going to open it in Grasshopper. Oh, and there are Grasshopper components too. We'll try those. Okay, so Omniverse is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bake everything. Where are these? Which ones are the ones that are being rendered? What? I have two different sets? What? Oh, but this is not what we want. We want this here. We want enabled. Preview. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to bake everything here. And then we have a model. We have a model that is the umbracle. Oh no, let me dock it out. Yes, so we have this. I'm going to save it somewhere on my desktop. Umbracle, it's a 3D model, and we're going to exchange this with. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I think we need some shadows here, no? To make this. Okay, so I'm going to make a surface, a large surface here. And then we're going to send this. Ooh, look at this rendering. It is nice. Is this... So let's compare this to... let's compare this with Rhinos. Let's compare this with Rhino. Oops. I get so confused. Let's compare this with Rhino's renderer. So for example, the ray trace one. And then this one, I can see here a bit of... I wonder... Interesting. All right, so can we apply materials to this thing? So if I do this and I say architecture, glass metals, I want, what do I want? Aluminium, I want this antique copper. Apply to selected. What? Wait. This, and what about this? Let me put some tacky, some not cool, some very uncool tiles. No? Oh, that's terrible. Stone. Okay, so apply to selected. Oh, this is terrible. No. Okay, well, definitely the size of the UV map is not working. Marble tiles. Oh, this looks really bad. It's like we're designing the worst bathroom ever. But the brass material doesn't looks pretty nice. So I wonder the lens, why is this locked? The ISO is going to control the light, obviously. What are you talking about, Indrajit? The GSD has complaints. What is this? Okay, we can take screenshots. I just took a screenshot. I don't have no idea where that went. Oh wait, oh, look at the illumination. Dark and then lighter. Interesting. Darker. This is coming from the screen. Lighter. I wonder where is that coming? Why is that? Huh. Okay. Oh, can you see the reflection? That's nice. That's probably part of the whole RTX ray tracing goodness. Huh. I wonder if we do glass, for example, tinted glass. Okay. Probably is not, obviously, as a floor texture is probably not. It's, oh, wait. No, it is. Ooh, look at the glass. That's fancy. Interesting. I'm going to crank up. I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, so do we have water? Wallboard, textiles, style, stone, plastic, natural. Ooh, water. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. Okay. And I wonder if properties are kept amongst. So for example, if I take this element and I just make it larger, for example, twice. If I just make it twice as large. And if I send all of this to the Omniverse, I wonder if the materials are kept. No, they're not. So this needs to become, yeah. Wait. So why do I have a 50mm lens now? Wait. Huh. Why couldn't I change those parameters before and I can change them now? And then f-stop in the 1.4 ratio. I like that the parameters are physically based, like a camera. I used to use DSLR cameras, and to me this is familiar. It's easy to understand. And then I can zoom in, right? But it doesn't really zoom in. Wait. This is not changing anything. Huh. Why is it not changing anything? Camera default. Okay, now it's changing. But now I cannot. But now I cannot rotate or do anything. So I wonder if when you are on perspective view, so it's two different things. So one is I'm in perspective and then I'm moving around and doing my own thing. So these things don't affect me. But then if I go to a camera, then there's a camera scene in the scene, and that I can change things now. I can change the properties of the camera, but I cannot rotate the camera or play with the camera. The f-stop doesn't seem to be doing much here. Nice. I like the... It's pretty nice. It's responsive. Okay. Interesting. All right, so it looks like we have the capacity to send stuff from Rhino. send stuff from Rhino to the Omniverse and get a view out of it and apply some materials and some stuff here. I wonder. And then here we have on the local host we have an NVIDIA project assets material samples. I wonder if we have the camera here. Looks water shader. Looks. I wonder if we can play with the camera. Oh, the camera. Is that the camera? Oh, yes. Camera default. That would be... I wonder how we could play with that. Okay, so... Alright, so we got this. And now I wonder... So it looks like the whole live syncing is not really working. Well, there's a file now, which... Okay, so maybe... So maybe what I need to do is to save an USD file, and that's what we connect together. Is that true? So let me save the file as an Umbraco localhost user admin send to view. Oh, I see. Okay, and then it's an USD file. Huh. And then under projects, I can create a project with an USD file, and that's what I connect live sync. Got it. And Indrajit is saying, yeah. Which makes me think that I might be on the right track. All right, so let's save this as a new project. On my local host, on projects, I'm going to create a new folder, test live sync. Okay. I'm going to do this, and then here I'm going to say, I don't know, Umbraco live sync test. Okay, and I'm going to save this here. And it's gone. For whatever reason. I'm going to turn on live sync here, Umbraco live sync test USB, and then here I'm going to try to live sync up. Open project. I'm going to open a project in the Omniverse. I'm going to open this project. I'm just going to, and the project has nothing in it. Okay, I think that's fine. Render style shaded, render white style. And I'm going to allow live sync here, and I'm going to try to live sync this thing. I'm going to try to connect this. Live sync, connect. Yes, open. Okay, so is that working? So what else do I need to do? I am connected. So okay. This will end live sync. Continue? No. So I'm just going to leave this here. And then and then if I move this, oh, wait. Is this going to show up here? Wait. There's a tiny thing here. Oh, we were like super far off. Wait. And So now if I do this, oh, so we are, okay, so this should match here, okay. So now, beep. I know I extruded and created new geometry. Ooh, this is going to be heavy. I just duplicated all the geometry. Oh. No, don't break. Don't break. Don't break. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. No, no. No. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Ah. Wait, wait, wait. It's here. Progress is syncing. Oh, because it created this really terrible extrusion. All right, so let's undo that. All right, so what I want is just to move things around. I want to move this. I want to move this. I want to see if this, if I apply things here, it's not changing the material definition. Huh. Bad. I can't change materials here? Okay, let's render white. Pure white. Let's render here. And now what if I move things around here? What if I move? I cannot move. So when it says live sync, it means it just goes this way. It goes from Rhino to the view in the Omniverse. But I cannot, and I can, if I apply this, it doesn't change the texture either. Huh. Alright, this I can also not change. I guess I can only change it through here. So this is really a viewer that doesn't allow, it only allows one directional. So it's basically a viewer. It doesn't allow for interaction here between the two. I see. Oops. Oh, but at least we're live syncing. So now I can just create like a here and here and a sphere. Well, something is something, no? All right. They haven't worked that out. Normally they said if you have a Revit urban model or something, you can superimpose the two. I see. I see. I see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's really confusing to change between different modes of scrolling and panning. All right. This is great. So what if we're not live syncing? What if I stop live syncing here? So, okay, that doesn't move anymore. What if I live sync now? Okay. All right. So if I don't live sync anymore, so it's not listening, obviously. Can I now? And I can also not select anything. Wait, so if I'm live syncing now, I stop being able to click on things here. Huh. Select part. I cannot select model. I cannot select anything. I've lost that capacity. Okay. Light toggle. Oh, I like this. Draft, preview, photo, quality. All right. All right. So, okay. This looks interesting. So, okay, I wonder if it's a good time now to try and explore, instead of just plain Rhino geometry. Oh no, I did it again. Ugh, the extrusion. I wonder if it's a good time now to try Grasshopper, to try using the Grasshopper components to. So let's take a look at that. So NVIDIA Omniverse Grasshopper. Oh, Grasshopper. Rhino Omniverse Connect. You connect here. Grasshopper. Grasshopper components. Grasshopper user will be happy to know that Omniverse requires very little change in the through 4 universe components, which are, and where are these components here? Exporting Grasshopper data to the Omniverse. Okay, so it has like this sync login menu in Rhino. Indrajit, do you know where these components are? Where can I download these components? Hmm. Uh, everyone available whether publish or send to live sync. They should be installed with the thing that you just got. Okay. Well, let's see if that's true. Ooh. Omniverse. You are right, sir. Very good. They're here. Alrighty. So I'm just going to open the same file. I'm going to delete the geometry that we baked. And I'm going to stop live syncing here. Okay. And this. So this is the preview of the umbracle exercise we did some time ago. And okay. And what we have here is this. So I would say this is what we need to send to the Omniverse. All right. This part here. And I wonder, okay. So this documentation told me how to do that. So maybe for this one, we could read the documentation. That would be great. Okay, blah, 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 settings, send to view. And there's a video here of how to do what I just did. So maybe you should check this out. And then export. Here you find sign in. Live sync. About materials. Grasshopper. This is the main module. Any OmniLayer group wired to this node is published. Omni Grasshopper component. Omni Grasshopper component. So what is this? This component is object group with layer name and material. Object group with layer name and material. Project path override used to publish and ST. File name override used to publish and ST. What is this? This component. Okay, let's draw full names. Live sync is off. Live sync is on. Send to view. Publish. Okay, so if I plug this in here, no. Omni layer. So Omni browser, server override, Omni group. Ah, okay, good. So this is where we basically take all the geometry, we turn it into a group. Oops. Yep. Layer name. So we're going to give it, for example, oh, we could actually do different layers for different, or whatever. Layer geometry layer bracket, and then we're going to create a material, an omni material. Okay, MDL name. So we're going to do brass, for example, Brazilian oak, November asphalt, aluminium, chocolate bricks. Okay, some metal, like stainless steel, for example. Material, we're going to place this material here. And this is the Omni layer, which is good. An item with the same key has already been added. I have no idea what that means. You guys think we're gonna get this? Okay, so server sign in. If I click here and I go to localhost, sign in, browse child, USD. Interesting. Grasshopper open dialog, Omniverse projects, create a folder, enter a folder name. Oh, okay, so test live sync with the Grasshopper. I'm going to create this folder, and then here there's no USD really. Ah, God. Okay, remember to save files. All right, so let's do Rhino again. I'm actually having fun with this. Okay, and then we got Omniverse here. All right, so we got the Omniverse here. I'm going to drop in this file, and we're just going to save document as. I'm going to save this in my desktop, like Omniverse test. I'm going to remove all the Grasshopper components and just keep them. This one, and then I'm just going to make a box here and like flatten everything just in case, makes things easier. Okay, where were we? We were Omni browser, Omni Grasshopper, Omni group, Omni material, and we're just going to do full names because it looks better. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand. So we were going to say material. We said we're going to select stainless steel, for example. Material, layer name, we were going to do something, whatever. Umbracle. So that was here, and then all the geometry was this one here. Okay, and is it working? Not working. It's very frozen right now. Okay, it worked. 20 seconds to process. Maybe this is a little too much. Yeah, because it probably has to mesh things. since we're using nerves, I wonder if we should start with something simpler than the whole building. So let's just make a box, right? Let's just make a box. Yes, let's just make a box, and I'm going to turn this off. We can connect it later. And then let's just put here a bunch of sliders. I don't know. Put here a bunch of sliders so that we can move things around and test the live sync feature here and here. Okay, we got the cube, the geometry, a panel. It's still, well, maybe because now it's up. It's gonna marble, for example. Okay. Now, I'm going to save this, and I'm going to sign in to localhost, and then I'm going to do like I did before. I'm going to create a new project as a baseline, and I get test live sync. I like the idea of having a server that has files that are accessible between all the components. That's actually kind of neat. So test live sync, no, here, and then I'm going to save it as Umbracle in Grasshopper, for example. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go to perspectives again. Okay, I'm going to, so I think I have a file here. Please wait 7 layers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may have clicked the wrong thing. There's a Python error somewhere here. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's going to make things bad. Well, I think I have control over this again. All right, so let's cross our fingers. So I'm going to browse child USD, which means I'm going to go to here and I'm going to try to find the file. Okay, I'm going to open this file and it crashed. Component, OmniLayer component, OmniBrowser component, browse child. When click triggers a dialog to link a saved USD path component. Okay, so let's try first then just sending to view without the live sync, just like we did when we started with Rhino. So I'm going to open Grasshopper. I'm going to dump here the Omniverse test. Okay. And I'm going to sign in, and okay, and active server. Let's see what this is. Let's connect a couple things here. Active server, localhost. There's no path, and there is no file name either. Okay, this looks fine to me. Project folder path. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to send to view. Oops, and something happened here. All right. So did I send something? Am I inside on something? Wait. Oh, is this the Rhino? Is it literally the Rhino? Okay, so let's see. So if I click on send to view, it seems to be connecting, but in a very strange way. It's not showing. It looks like it shows up, but then it goes. It disappears. Publish. Publish content. I'm not sure. All right, so let's save it here. Let's publish this. The file was published successfully. And then I'm going to try to open that file from projects. No, wait. No, wait. Wait, where did I publish? I published the projects test live sync Grasshopper. Maybe I should not. Maybe I should publish it here and then open project. This is not refreshed. How can I refresh this? I don't think this is refreshing properly. Because they're not showing up here. Weird. Okay, I'm going to close this. I'm going to open the view again. Oh, but this took forever. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no. Well, it was much faster now. Okay, so signing in. I'm going to open. And then in projects. Okay, so this project is now, has all these files here. Okay, so this is, okay. So, I mean, I don't think I got the box in there. Okay, I'm going to try to polish the geometry. You should maybe enable like live sync in Omniverse. Yes, Simon, I'm just trying to do it first, like we did it originally, just like sending views statically, and then I want to see if I can then connect the live view. So I'm going to publish here, create a folder, and the folder is going to be called Grasshopper dump. So umbracle Grasshopper dump. I'm going to create that folder, and then here I'm going to be save project format, saving the format USD, and then it's going to be Omniverse publish content. I guess I just publish like that. Let me check the monitor. What is the monitor? All right, so if I reconnect here, I have NVIDIA. No, I have projects. So I have umbracle dump project. Okay, project settings, and I have all the other projects. I actually have. Yeah, I'm just going to delete this one. materials, media, project files, and project settings. Those are all. I like this browser thing. Huh, this is nice. Huh. Projects, Grasshopper dump, size. That's very small. Okay, I like that. Can you force the file back by pasting paths? I'm not sure I can do that since the units are mounted on this virtual localhost unit. I'm not sure. Huh. Okay, so let's go back. So where was the view? Here. Where was the view? So I'm going to try to take the whole umbracle and publish it. Well, I did publish it. Oh yeah, I did publish it as an umbracle dump. So if I open it, this is not refreshing properly. Huh. I wonder how can I refresh. Refresh. Okay. Much better. And would you like to save this stage? No, don't save. Opening the dump. Acquiring not optional plugin carbon attention. Viewport widget not defined. Okay, we got it. So we were able to take the geometry in Grasshopper and publish it as an USD definition and load it into view. So we were able to take, and then here we can do a typical thing. We can just give it some materials, right? And I'm just, oops. Okay. Yeah, so that's some material. Preview. Photographic. Very nice. Okay. And I'm going to assume, okay, so that was easy, taking Grasshopper geometry and dumping it, publishing it, and then manually opening it to in the view, in the NVIDIA view. Now, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a formal tutorial on this today. Maybe I do it some other day. I don't know. Send to view. Now, I'm going to try to send this to the view. I'm about to do that, so just wait a second. So we got the publishing. What about sending to view? Sending to view was not working before because it was, no, this is the same thing we had before, which is blocked. Sky prim already exists, default sky. I think this is got, I think this is the new view, no? Yeah, because it doesn't have the material and it had a difference. So let's just change in Grasshopper. Wait. So let's just change in Grasshopper. Yeah, screw this cube. Let's just change, for example, let's just make the thing much taller, for example. And let's, how many spans do we have? Oops. This is quite a heavy model, actually. And my computer is running 17 different things right now. Oh, and this is broadcasting all the way down to, so we should disconnect. Yes, because the Omniverse layer component takes so much time to process. Every time I move one of these sliders, it just takes 30 seconds to process. You see this one, 20 seconds. So we can put, we can put a data dam here. A data dam is that supply data immediately. Never. A data dam is a component that stops data from going through. So if I do that, there is no data going through. So now I can freely, for example, what is the height? I can set the height to 10, you know, and then this process just in 40 milliseconds, because we wrote it in C# in a previous, and then we don't have to wait for the 20 seconds until we decide what is the actual geometry that we want to send here. So height is going to be, for example, 6.5, and I'm going to do a couple more spans, so 12 spans. I want to make it higher. I just want to notice whether and then we let the data through, and then it's solving, 20 seconds, blah, blah, blah. You see? Yep. And then once we have this, we're going to send it to the view and see if it's working. I feel this is a lot of geometry to make anything live. Like Said is saying, like, if it takes 30 seconds to compute, and I think this 30 seconds is probably because all of this is such a heavy nerves geometry that it needs to be meshed in order to be sent. This is probably why it's taking so long. And then I send this to the view, and then I don't think OBS is the problem, because actually OBS is running on GPU now. Woohoo! So I think it's just a matter of, if we were to use mesh geometry instead of nerve geometry, I think we would succeed on that. And yes, so this is the new model that we just created. All right, so we have a way of now having geometry in Grasshopper and having geometry in Grasshopper, and then with the one click sending it to the view, and then just seeing like this nice render visualization of the geometry, which is nice. Okay, so should we try? What's the GPU stress like? Let me show you. Right now on my system, Omniverse is taking 30% of the GPU, and OBS is taking another 40%. OBS is taking a lot because I'm using GPU encoding to send to YouTube, to the live stream right now, but also to save this file locally on my system. And I started doing 60 frames per second, so that's why it's a little more expensive. But as I said, I'm very grateful and very thankful that I have a really powerful graphics card, the RTX 3090. So I guess I'm putting this to the test right now. Now, I guess the last thing we need to try is like live sending from Grasshopper to the view. Said, I think Omni, as far as I can tell right now, we're using it just for visualization. I wonder if there's like a dark theme to this. Materials. I wish there was like a dark theme for this UI. Anyway, I think that this model, the Umbraco, is not going to be good for what we want to do. So I'm just going to find a different model. So let's create a different model. The different model is going to be something on the fancy side. So for example, let's say we are going to have, okay, let me create a 3D surface real quick here. So I'm going to create a surface, something like that, and another thing, something like this. Okay. What am I hoping to do with this? So what I'm hoping to do is to take these two things together in Grasshopper. Actually, let me create a third one in the middle. Let me create a third one in the middle, and let me move this here to the middle. My hope is to take all these curves, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to loft them so that I create a loft surface. I'm going to stop visualizing this. And I'm going to, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to mesh it so that we have a, where are meshes? Here. I'm going to mesh the B-rep. Yeah, we could do this manually, but I'm just going to surface, UNV, it's going to be 10 for definition, and the quality is going to be whatever. So the idea is that what we're sending to Omniverse is not a nurse, or I mean, it could be the simpler, I mean, we could just use, I don't think I need to do this manually. I can let Omniverse decide on its own how to remesh this. But I'm going to plug this in here, and you see it's like super fast. All right, I'm going to save this file before anything crashes, and I'm going to send this to the view. And you see, this is what I was talking about. Oh, can you see how the surface is meshed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can see the segments here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we actually needed to do this manually ourselves. What if I, uh-oh. I connected the 20-second thing, the heavy file, the heavy geometry again. Okay. All right. So I'm going to wait. There. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just do it again. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to say 25 and 25. I want a finer mesh. I'm just going to send that there and send to the view. And you see, and now we get a surface that has much higher definition, as opposed to if we just let Rhino mesh the thing automatically. Yes, we do have send to view, and this is, you see the definition is much nicer for the surface. Because remember, at the end of the day, any 3D rendering environment cannot take NURBS geometry. It has to be converted to meshes. So if we do that manually ourselves, then we save ourselves. We have finer control over what we're doing here. Okay, and then, so now if I change, for example, if I change something from here, and I say, I'm going to move this bump like this, and I'm going to send it to the view again. Now the bump is like that. All right. So this is working. Now the last thing is we want this connection to happen live, right? So I think this geometry is lightweight enough that we can start thinking about doing this. So I'm going to try and dock things here in a way that we can work with everything. Well, before we do that, let me first, let's figure out if we can connect live without crashing the thing, which was not working before. So, okay, so if I connect this, and I turn live sync, and I live sync here. But is this working? No, it can't be. Oh, what? It is? Look at that. Oh, that is nice. And then if we crank down, oh, nice. Wait, that was, I don't even know how I did that. Okay. So it looks like here in the Omniverse we have, looks like we have the surface. I can control the meshing parameters. I guess let's try to match the orientations. Oh, sorry. Where did it go? Okay, here. All right. So it looks like now we can take, okay, so we can change the inputs in Rhino. So for example, I'm going to change where this curve is. I'm going to change where this curve is. And because things, oh, no, I'm going to change where this curve is. And in Grasshopper, I can also change the meshing parameters. And you can see how the definition in the image, in the Omniverse changes. Interesting. All right. So we were able to connect right now Rhino and Grasshopper and the Omniverse together to do real-time visualization here in the Omniverse of things that we had in Grasshopper and or Rhino. So I think that's interesting. So we could have pre-visualization here. And if I do review, then it's just full screen. Pop, 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 pop. And then here, well, that's pretty neat. All right. I'm not entirely sure how I connected things together, but it looks like it's working. Okay. Alrighty. So I think we made this happen. Woohoo! All right, did we make this happen? Is this what we just did? Okay, it looks like that. All right. Well, it's been 2 hours of tinkering, so I think it's probably a good time to take a break. I'm happy to do like 5 minutes of social Q&A, questions, whatever you have. I don't think this material, I don't think this that we just did was good enough for a tutorial of its own. But I think I've learned a lot actually of putting this together. So maybe I could record another more calm, more thoughtful tutorial, like connecting Rhino and the Omniverse for review, connecting Rhino and connecting Grasshopper and Omniverse for a view, that kind of stuff. I am in preview. I can try the photo mode. Yes. I wonder, can I apply materials here? So for example, can I apply to selected? Yes. Oh, I can apply a material here. And then if I move things, that's the material. Oh, nice. So if I apply this, oh, this is better than Rhino. Rhino wouldn't let me. So let's do a textile, for example. What is this? Plastics, veneer. Okay, and then let me put. Can I put? So I'm going to send also a big plane. So what if I create? All right, so I'm going to create a plane so that we can see some reflection. I'm going to take this plane, I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to mesh it myself as well. And this one, I'm just going to mesh it one by one because it's just one square. I don't really need anything else. And I'm going to plug this in here. Boom! Nice. And then I'm going to move things up. Nice. And then this should be water, natural. Huh. Why am I not getting the nice reflections that I got last time? Okay. Here. Let's apply to selected. I guess the scale now is different, right? Huh. But I think it's looking okay, no? Can you see this shiny reflection here? I think this has this thing where you can make the sun move around. Let me tinker a little bit with this rendering. Movie capture, rendering, create. Excuse me. Rendering. Set date and time. Set location. Oh, there's no Boston? Damn it. Okay, New York. Apply. Say date and time. What is it today? It's January. What is it today? 15? 2021. Finally, it's 21. Okay, so now the sun is a bit higher. Oh, well, it's not very high. Okay. Well, this is nice. I think this is nice as a visualization, and it's pretty fast on my machine. Yes, Victor, it looks like, I mean, the way I have connected things right now, I'm only using the view. So Omniverse is an ecosystem of a lot of applications. The one that I'm using right now is called View, and I think it only does basically real-time rendering. I'm going to crank this up a little bit. Whoa, no. And I'm going to take a screenshot. What are the screenshots? Where were the screenshots? This is white material. Oh, look at this light here. That's strange. Can I take a... No. Where were the screenshots? Sky browser. Oh, you got... Oh, want to change skies? Okay. Abandoned parking. Indoor night. Okay, should we do a sunset? Oh. Boom. Okay. What about this one? Moonlight. Interesting. That's quite cool. Okay, indoors. Boom. Oh, fancy. Hospital room. Nah, let's not do that. Bathroom. Well, we can do better than that. Old bus depot. Wooden lounge. Interesting. Okay, so clear skies. A studio. Interesting. HDR skies. This is pretty cool. Studio small. I wonder which sky we were using before. I think it was this one, right? Cirrus, clear sky. Dynamic means it's moving? I don't know. I guess it means it's moving. Cloudy sky. Night sky. Dynamic. Cumulus light. And how do we make it move? That's a very good question, Alessandro. Overcast. How do we make the sky move? If somebody can Google that and help me out, that would be great. Extensions, movie capture, sun study. Wait. We might be onto something. Time duration, blah, blah, blah. Make movie. Encoding target, web, HDD. Okay, I'm going to make a movie. Is something happening? I'm not sure I did anything really. I'm going to save this on my desktop. Okay. Capture, save, make this movie. Viewport render preset. Photo chosen for capture. Photo. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. But it's not really doing much. No. Nope. No, it's not happening. So, sun study. How do we do a sun study here? Paint tool, large view, sun study. Oh, wait. We got it. We got it? Do we got it? Well, that was not. Oh, what is this? Okay, that was not great. Okay, edit. And and it looks like, something happened. Something's wrong with the render. Let me just change the camera. And there's no camera. So I think draft preview photo. Oh, okay. Let me just switch. I don't think the rendering is. Oh, I think I broke something. Render settings. Real time. Path traced. Depth settings. I don't know. I think something. No. No. Oops. Okay. Am I still here on your screen? Yes. So something went wrong. And we killed the project. We killed the rendering. Not sure. Asset browser, stage view. Okay. Reset UI, full screen mode. Oops. Nope. All right. I think I'm going to restart this whole ordeal. And here I'm going to stop syncing. I'm going to launch this again, the view again, see if we can connect quick again. All right, I'm going to sign in and I'm going to try to connect. I'm going to try to send to view. Yes, here, there you go. I'm going to send to the view and then live sync is on. So now wait, was it on because I had connected it before? No, live sync. No. Did it work because I published it to a printed and then I was opening. Okay, so now it's not working. I don't know how I connected things before, but now it's not working. Anyway, I think it's a good time to call it a day right now. I think we had quite some success in trying things out. I think I need to get my head around a bit more into the whole how things are connected, the idea of, because I think this thing relies very strongly on the idea of having an USD file that becomes the exchange place, but it's actually the file that becomes the connector through the system of virtual mounted files in this local host, in this local server. I'm not sure. So I think this needs a bit more research on my end to figure it out. But yeah. So I think we can do a couple minutes of Q&A, and I think I'm going to call this a day today. I think I want to make a more dedicated tutorial on how to make this happen as soon as I do a bit more of my own research. Okay, so maybe next time we'll record a tutorial on this. Is there a hard cap on the number of objects? I have no idea. Like, we can just make 1,000,000 cubes of glass? I have no idea. I guess it depends on your machine. And there will be, however more elements you have, there will be more lag between, it will be less real time as everything. Just found a long tutorial on YouTube for dynamic sky. When does it break? May I ask something? You mentioned that you worked before at Autodesk. I used to work at Autodesk. Yep, Andres. You shouldn't add more count to surf mesh because of the shadows. The shadows don't exactly work based on the shadows are a little tricky, Said, because they don't exactly rely. So they do rely partially on how defined the mesh is, but there are other components that make shadows more or less defined and more or less jagged. That's a complicated computer graphics issue. I don't really, but it's not only about the mesh. Are you considering a list for future content this year to introduce the Revit API with C#? No. No, Andres, I am not. I think there's many other things I would like to cover first, rather than Revit. I think Revit is a great tool, but it's more on the production side of things, and at least for right now, I'm more interested in the design side of things. So I want to keep exploring and working with tools that allow better forms of design through computation. Although I don't discard doing something with Revit soon, but I'm not. It's not on my to-do list anytime immediately. I think before that, I would definitely do some Dynamo stuff. I think. And how are we doing there, question-wise? All right. Okay, well, thanks everyone. I hope this was not as painful for you as it was for me. I'm very thankful that you guys were here trying to debug and learn how to connect all these pieces together with me. Okay, I actually think this has a lot of potential, especially as soon as more of these connections and more of these applications start showing up. I'll definitely keep trying things out and see how they work. Thanks everyone. It was a pleasure, and see you next time. Probably next week. Okay. Thank you. Bye.